but the truth made sweat break out on his back. "And you're lying." She opened her door, got out of the car, and went into the house. He dropped his forehead to the steering wheel and wailed inwardly. They cut off his hands. Chapter 1. Jasmine Ware was on the worst date of her life. His name was Wayman Childs, supposedly a big-time L.A. music producer who'd relocated to Detroit. Not only had he been 30 minutes late picking her up in his burgundy Bentley, but he'd spent the entire drive from her condo to the restaurant trying to impress her with his connections to the music industry, how much money he made, and the number of cars he owned. He failed, badly. Admittedly, he'd chosen a nice place to eat. The cozy, newly opened spot was inside one of Detroit's rehabbed Victorian mansions. It was a Tuesday evening, and only 3 other couples shared the open concept space. Smooth jazz played softly in the background. "How many of your friends own Bentleys?" he asked, self-importantly. And before she could respond, he replied, "Not many, I bet. You being a librarian and all, you probably don't run with the elite." She eyed him over the top of her menu. He was nice-looking in a Hollywood kind of way. His hubris was not. She was on this adventure thanks to her best friend, Terry, whom Jas planned to strangle as soon as she located a place to hide Terry's body where it wouldn't be found. The server, a young black woman with a crown of dreads, appeared. "Are you ready to order?" Due to Child's incessant pomposity, Jas's appetite had left the building 30 minutes ago, taking with it most of her patience. "I'll have the Caesar salad, please." "Oh, come on," he challenged with a laugh. "Everybody knows how boring librarians are, but you could at least order oysters for later, if you know what I mean." He grinned at her like a wolf in a cartoon. Jasmine glanced up at the server, who responded with a slightly raised eyebrow. "Just the salad, thanks." "And you, sir?" He ordered a steak, rare, mashed potatoes, and oysters as an appetizer. Jas wondered if her Uber account was still active. As they waited for their meals, he stopped touting himself long enough to ask, "What do you like to do on vacation?" "Sit on a deserted beach and kick back with a good book." She'd been an avid reader her entire life. Books were her thing. In fact, her boutique business, Codex, was a book supplier to a small but growing clientele. "Really? A book? Not with a man?" "Since I'm not married or currently seeing anyone, a book." "Going on vacation with a book? No wonder you're single." He viewed her critically. "I mean, you're real cute. Some guys may think you're a little heavy, but I could work with a big girl. If calling me a little heavy is meant to be insulting, try again. I'm real happy with these God-given curves," Jasmine responded coolly. He showed shock, then embarrassment. "My apology. I didn't mean for us to get off on the wrong foot." "Wrong foot, wrong shoe, wrong size." He raised his water glass. "Touché. I like you." She rolled her eyes. His non-stop self-glorification resumed, focused now on his favorite vacation spots and the bikini-wearing women who'd accompanied him. While he babbled on, she casually looked around the restaurant and took in the framed old-fashioned portraits of distinguished-looking African Americans gracing the room's whitewashed brick walls. Her hometown had such a rich cultural history, and she wondered who the people were. She promised herself a return visit to ask about them and to